Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Canal Algérie Midnight News, and these are the headlines. In accordance with the instruction of the President of the Republic, a high-level ministerial delegation is in Bishar province to review the progress of preparations for the major events scheduled to mark the kick-off of iron ore mining operation at the Gharaj Bilat mine in Tindouf. Government examines digital sector bill and regulation for special needs education. And in Morocco, the residents of the city of Asfi, completely abandoned by the authorities, continue to face the tragic consequences of the recent floods that devastated the region. Welcome back. The Prime Minister, Sefir Riyab, chaired a government meeting this Tuesday dedicated to examining a preliminary draft law setting out the general rules related to the field of digitalization. The draft law aims to establish a solid legal framework to support the digital transformation and ensure its sustainability and effectiveness by enabling our country to fully engage in the digital age. The government also examined the draft executive decree defining the conditions for the establishment, organisation, operation and supervision of private educational institutions, as well as specialised education for children with special needs who have intellectual disabilities. The draft text also aims to create specialised institutions, improve their organisation and ensure implementation of the provisions set out in the law related to the protection and promotion of persons with special needs. Acting on the instruction of the President of the Republic, Al-Majid Tebboune, a ministerial delegation visited the province of Bishar to assess preparations for the launch of iron ore production at Gharaj Bilat mine in Tindouf. The mine, one of the world's largest, holds an estimated 3.5 billion tonnes of reserves. The visit also reviewed progress on the 950 kilometers Bishar-Tindouf Gharaj Bilat railway project. A strong economy can only be the result of an adequate business climate that enhances investment. In 2025, Algeria has taken up many important measures in offering opportunity based on transparency for both national and international investors. Menal Boubouga.
2025 has emerged as a major turning point for investment in Algeria, marked by the consolidation of the national economic vision and the concrete emergence of the results of the structural reforms initiated by the President of the Republic, Al-Majid Tebboune. As of November 30th, we have recorded 7,511 investment projects, including 3,817 new ones, in addition to a significant number of expansion projects, bringing the total number to 3,562 ones. This approach called for the launch of major infrastructure projects that will enable certain materials to be manufactured and produced in Algeria for the first time. These projects cover several sectors in order to meet the needs of the domestic market and devote part of their production to export. The tyre manufacturing plant has a production capacity of 7 million units, of which 6 million are light vehicles and 1 million are for heavy goods vehicles. This baker's yeast production unit has a production capacity of 66,000 tons per year, with possibilities of expansion. Algeria used to import 70% of its triple tomato paste requirements. Today, we have achieved self-sufficiency, and we are going to switch from importer status to exporter status. I was unemployed, but thanks to the expansion project, I was able to secure a position. This project is an achievement for us and for our country. The tourism sector has also been given a strategic and priority place in the new investment vision. We have succeeded in developing this project, inaugurating the first establishments dedicated to medical tourism in Algeria. We have a hotel with a capacity of 40 rooms in addition to 20 bungalows. It should be noted that we have not imported any products, everything has been locally manufactured. The progress made in promoting investment in 2025 is the result of a comprehensive and coherent reform process aimed at building a strong and sustainable economy, strengthening the stability of public finances and supporting long-term growth.
The Algerian National Production Fair is an immersion experience in the entrepreneurial world, shedding the light on startups and modern technologies, giving them the opportunity to promote their product. Once again, Menar Boubagra.
The Algerian Production Fair was marked by strong participation from startups, particularly in the field of innovation, including companies specializing in the manufacture of bagged cold mix asphalt for road rehabilitation. This entirely local production has been estimated by an integration rate of 95%. The exhibition thus served as a real showcase for these young companies, offering them the opportunity to promote their products and lay the foundations for sustainable economic projects. We present our product, Cold Mix Asphalt, a practical and effective solution for road rehabilitation. This product allows repairs to be carried out quickly and easily without closing roads or disturbing traffic. We are a startup created in 2022. Our ambition is to cover the entirety of the country in the near future. We have also been contacted by foreign customers, and we are seeking to position ourselves in the international market. Algerian products stand out for their diversity, quality and availability, attributes that are highly valued by visitors, confirming their ability to establish themselves on the market. We have expanded our range and improved our quality. We have already exported to Tunisia and will soon be presenting our products in the Gulf countries, as they do meet international standards. They used to be products that we imported, but now they are manufactured in Algeria. We are pleased to see that we have high-quality products at competitive prices. The Algerian Production Fair continues, reaffirming the strategic importance of supporting local investment, promoting national products and encouraging innovation, which are considered essential pillars for sustainable economic development.
And the Libyan news agency reported this Tuesday evening that the head of the Libyan government of national unity, Abdelhamid Biba, announced the death of the chief of general staff and a number of his companions in a plane crash in Turkey. The chief of staff of the Libyan army was accompanied by the chief of staff of the ground forces, the director of military manufacturing, the advisor of the chief of staff of the Libyan army, and the photographer of the chief of staff of the media office. In Morocco, the residents of the city of Asfi are still left to fend themselves completely abandoned by the authorities. They continue to face the tragic consequences for the recent floods that completely devastated the region. Details with Rania Berry.
Recent floods have ravaged the Moroccan city of Asfi, stripping entire families of shelter and warmth, leaving them destitute and forgotten by the Makhzan.
We were led through a narrow passage using a ladder. That's how a woman and her daughter were evacuated. I had to use a wheelbarrow to remove the rubble from my house. We suffered terribly. The water flooded everything and we had nowhere to go. Everything I owned was destroyed. We evacuated our children that way. Everyone was screaming and crying. We spent the night at our neighbor's house, but our house is no longer habitable.
The floods caused significant loss of life and destruction of infrastructure. The lack of prevention and the delayed rescue efforts illustrate the Makhzan's inability to manage crisis situations.
Where are those who are responsible? Where are those who are supposed to rescue people? While the population came to the aid of the victims, the authorities were nowhere to be found.
These same authorities were present, however, to repress the victims who dared to demand their rights. Repression and contempt seem to be the only response of the Makhzan.
And as part of the ongoing qualitative operations carried out by the units of the People's National Army, particularly in the fight against smuggling, transnational organized crime, and the trafficking of drugs and psychotropic substances, and following the effective exploitation of intelligence, the security services of the PNA in their second military region dismantled between the 16th and the 22nd of December 2025 a dangerous criminal network operating in the western region of the country. The network was composed of 9 smugglers. The operation resulted in the seizure of Cash proceeds from criminal activities amounting to more than 13 million Algerian dinars, 5 passenger seat vehicles, 2 semi-trailers truck, 517,400 ecstasy-type psychotropics tablet, and a quality of mobile phones. This successful operation once again confirms the high level of professionalism of the People National Army units across all components in thwarting such criminal activities and in combating the spread of drugs within the society. That was it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching us. Take care of yourself. Stay tuned on Canal Algérie. Bye for now.